More news again. Yeah, Florida slammed by what I was saying about heavy, dangerous, and rain relating to Miami, southern Florida area. Also, Mexico faces a devastating water crisis. That's in Mexico. You have, let me say, American stress epidemic fueled by inflation, wellness concerns. So, inflation triggers different frustration and different things. You have the tensions between China and Pakistan. Let me say, China-Pakistan ties. U.S. Federal Reserve leaves rates unchanged. As they always talking about, relating to interest rates. Talking about that. Let me see what we got here. It's different reports. This is SGTN America. You have millions of Americans converted to Islam after 9/11, like to religious conversion, I guess. You have, let me say, U.S. Q1 economical growth revised downward. So the economy going downward. You know what I mean? You have, let me say, the U.S. Federal Reserve leaves interest rates unchanged despite of inflation easing in May. So unchanged what they relate to the interest rate. You got global energy transition. I seen a report that Lionel is a black, what's his name? Lionel something. Well, he helped invent relating to what they would call the super soaker. And so Hasbro, which is one of that toy companies that had that relating to that, they had to pay out $73 million unpaid relating to him because he was relating to the patent and development relating to that, which we call the super soaker. So I seen that on the report. Got his last name, Lionel. Got his last name. He's a black guy, so-called black man. Dangerous weather conditions reported in the U.S. Colombia banana giant held liable for funding paramilitary event. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, DeSantis declares relating to life-threatening rainfall in Florida. It's hurricane season, 6 months of it, from June 1st to November 30th. So some reached over 25 inches. That's why I said 20 plus plus. So that's a lot of rain in 24 hours. Ukraine to auction off more state-owned assets to fund military, boost economy. Plus the Russian assets, like I was saying, is helping to fund the pay for relating to war with to Ukraine. So That probably triggers and angers Russia. And plus, the same stuff they're funding related to supplies to Ukraine, they're going to try to use against Russia. So, you know, so Russians, they're not exactly happy relating to that. You know what I mean? And you got Denmark recalls a spicy rim, and you got a lot of capsaicin levels to cause poisoning, man. And those Roman noodles, man, they're not exactly the most healthy relating to meat. They have a lot of high sodium, and they're just not a healthy product, man. Because the majority of it's in our foods, man. What's the majority of our foods is high in sugar, high in salt, a lot of salt, and high in sugar. You got a lot of fructose, cornstarch, different things. That's the majority of our foods, man. So high in sugar, high in salt, diabetes, high blood pressure, man. That's what most of the people get because of the foods we eat. Scripture talks about in Ezekiel. Let me get it real quick. That's why people have problems with different things like blood pressure, diabetes, and different things because of our diet, and because of really we eating defiled food, man. We eating really chemically enhanced or induced food, man. You know what I mean? So we're not really eating really food. We eating stuff with chemicals you could barely pronounce, man. GMOs, which is genetic modified organisms, man. Let me see. That's why people have different. That's why people are morbidly obese or on the heavy side relating to their weight because of their diet, man. Because of the food, man. The food we eat. You know what I mean? Four and 13. Let me see, 4 and 3. Yeah. And thou shalt eat as barley cakes, and though thou shalt bake it with dung, which is pretty much excrement, shit, man. That cometh out of a man in their sight, man. 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread, which is food. Bread is food among the Gentiles, which is these other nations. So, because you're under captivity, you're subjected and subjugated to them. They control what? Your food, man. Your clothing, different things. They control what you get as far as your supplies, victuals, and different things. A part of that's the food, man. So they control the food. You know what I mean? 13. And the Lord said, even thus shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread among the Gentiles, where I will drive them. Because they're going to be driven, scattered among what? All the other nations. They shall be scattered among all other nations and worship other gods, even wood and stone, man. Deuteronomy 28 and 64, man. Scattering goes to diaspora or disperse, which goes to, some pronounce as diaspora. You know what I mean? But it's a scattering relating to in all corners of the earth. And wherever you're reside at, relating to that, you're going to what? You're going to eat the food wherever you reside at, whether good or bad. All right, so let's continue on. And so that was a quick news on that. Let me see what else. This is SGTN, man. Beijing saw only 737's max orders in May. Relating to planes, I guess. Planes. You're having a lot of incidents with these planes, man. Technical issues. Manufactural technical issues with these planes. mechanical issues, technical issues with these planes. A lot of wheels falling off, doors falling off. There was a report where a naked lady came out of the bathroom of a airliner. She was butt naked, man, in one of them airlines. That's on one of these reports, I believe, on the video I did showed that. And so these people, their behavior is strange, man. You know what I mean? Iniquity shall bound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. Indian nationalists among the most deleted and Kuwaiti fire. So I was focusing. This is a Kuwait fire, Indian nationalist. Let me see. Now you have another one here. This is U.S. ports could start striking this year. The Uvalde family sue UPS and FedEx. So I guess responsibility relating to shipping, relating to weapons, to the individual that did this. So holding these companies accountable, I guess. But here's the thing: for a balance aspect, that company didn't know that man was going to do that. You know what I mean? So should they be responsible for because the individual did that? You know, that's subjective. So. In that case, man, it's something, in that case, a lot of these companies have been sued for a lot of things, man. You know what I mean? These gun companies, you know what I mean, because someone uses their gun, you know what I mean, Smith & Wesson, you sue them because they used your gun. Smith & Wesson didn't make that individual pull that trigger, man. I'm just putting a balance of common sense to this, man. Smith & Wesson, the company didn't make that individual that bought that gun from them do those acts, man. They're a business. They're a business. That's all they are. You know what I mean? Their business is to make guns and sell guns, man. They have nothing to do with what an individual does with their product, man. That's that individual. That individual has to be held accountable, man. So that was a report related to that. That was, let me see what that was. Yeah, droughts in Mexico, pretty much deleting livestock. displacing ranchers. So the drought, man. That's part of that related to things that's going to happen on the earth too. Drought, man. Famine, drought. So this is just a report real quick, something real fast. And of course, you have the 3 federal firearms charges relating to Biden, Hunter Biden, you know what I mean, and pretty much saying what's next. You know what I mean, I believe individual will probably make an appeal, and to be honest with you, probably won't see no jail time. Just speaking honestly. This is just a few report real quick, and we want to praise y'all by Shem Yeshua, by Shem Kakala Zaya Wolf Channel.